So it seems a lot of people are riding the new Shadow Generation Smeet as of late, just absolutely dogging it. And I am with the people. Oh, I got it. This game sparks a great fire in my Sonic-loving soul that has been missing for a while. A lot of it is probably due to how dramatic these cutscenes are. I mean, look at him go! Shadow, you go crazy, you go crazy. I don't even know what's going on. What's going on? Oh, what button is that? What's it on? Gameplay-wise, I'm loving how it both doubles down on the open zone Sonic Frontiers concept, but has level design that rivals the original game. And I think taking the Sonic franchise down this route ain't such a bad idea. Open zone as a world map, levels in between, a lot of dramatic moments. The one thing the game is missing is Sonic. Oh my god. They're saying the lines, guys. Not only is the level design great, but the abilities you can use as Shadow are also great, making the way you approach the level differentiate from run to run, changing the way you look at a level, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. It adds an extra layer of thought that, yeah, I'm flying. Wait, Shadow, don't do it. One of the new abilities includes Chaos Control, which is honestly one of my favorite additions to a Sonic moveset. The ability not only lets you stop the timer, which is great for speedrunning and all that, but it literally stops everything else, which can lead to new paths or just make the level an easier time. Chaos Control is just so convenient and fun to use. That goes for all the other abilities too. Doom Spear feels like a natural upgrade. Surfing has specific moments for its uses and it changes up the pacing of the level in an enjoyable way. Anytime Doom Blast comes up, it feels great, makes me feel cool. Doom Squid honestly wasn't terrible, but it was my least favorite. It just felt inconsistent. It could be explained as a skill issue, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are having problems with it. Actually, wait, you know what? I'm gonna go back on Chaos Island and try the squid again. Gonna check if it was a me problem, cause hey, you know what? Maybe it could have been a me problem, right? Gotta try squid again. It was a me problem. I was so wrong. I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. Oh. On the bright side, no complaints could be given to Doomwing. Doomwing, as this game's equivalent to a super form, is chef's kiss. As for how Shadow actually controls in the game, it's great. You can safely boost jump without worrying about overblowing it, something you can't do as safely in Sonic Generations. I don't think the controls are specifically better in Sonic Generations, I just prefer the way Shadow controls for the way the levels were designed in Shadow Generations. Like if you switch the characters from their respective games around with the other, controls for both would be worse. I do hope they continue making Sonic control like Shadow though. Does that necessarily mean I prefer Shadow's controls? Okay, wait a minute. The levels are great. Honestly, beautiful level selection all around. From levels that represents the character well, to fun choices from past games given an extra chance to really shine. Not only are they well designed with lots of alternate paths and fun level gimmicks, but because of Shadow's great controls, they end up being some of the best levels in the franchise. And Chaos Island is cool too, I guess. And the bosses were just as clean as the levels. The cool little ways you can speed up the boss fight process, the cutscenes, the music, and one of my favorite things to come from the bosses, the dialogue. Shadow talks to Biolizard like a dog he has to put down. Meta Overlord trying to prove he is the true ultimate life form and getting frustrated the more that time goes on because Shadow is just that guy. Also him just straight up calling Meta Overlord a loser, I mean that was pretty silly. Mephiles, who admittedly has this goofy, cheesy ass line.
To the ultimate game of Shadow Tag!
What? I don't care how you spin it, that line does not go hard. This line, however, is fantastic, both because of the voice acting and the insight it gives us on what Mephiles personally thinks of the situation he's in. The desperation in his voice, man. He just wants to exist. Trapped in a deleted timeline, he's been alive and conscious all along. Looking back, did he even do anything wrong? Yeah, he did. I did feel a tiny bit of pity though, so I'll give him that. And finally, Black Doom, who severely underestimated the situation he was putting himself in. Stupid. Ended up being one of my favorite final bosses in the franchise. In the same game with the other best final boss in the franchise, Time Eater.
This is also the best humans have ever looked in the franchise. Sonic 06 was too realistic, Sonic Unleashed was too cartoony, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were immediately outdated. Well, those styles actually ended up working in the games they were from, but they are not styles I would want to be the franchise's mainstay. Gerald and Maria, however, I feel like are the perfect blend between 90% human with a touch of anime. Also, the cutscenes, gotta keep bringing them up cause damn, I felt these. I know Sonic Frontiers was a step forward into making the player feel the pressure of a situation with cutscenes for once in a long time, but this game really pushes that way forward. I need Sonic, the character, not the franchise, to get this treatment too. It can't just be for Shadow. Also, this cutscene with Shadow made me real happy. I thought he would look worse smiling, or just look real weird, but nah, it suits him. Like a glove.
Overall, the game was such a smooth ride to go through. Barely any interruptions to the gameplay, and when there was, they were honestly welcomed. The bosses and levels were probably overall better than Sonic Generations, and I mean that with no disrespect to the original, but instead as a compliment to this game. Could be recency bias, but I honestly doubt it. The game genuinely feels like a full 4 steps in the right direction. This is absolutely one of my favorite Sonic games, period. Right there next to Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Generations, Project 06, yeah, that's right, I'm including it, and Sonic Mania.
And well, yeah, that's I think that's all I gotta say.
Bye.